Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well, you beautiful, beautiful people. It's the midweek hump, and this is video 2 of 3. That's right, baby. We've had one, this is one, and we've got a live later on, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I weren't going to do one in between, but guess what happened? Docs dropped. That's correct. Docs dropped. And I know that some of you love to hear a doc drop, and this one is a special one. So we're going to get straight in to the meat and potatoes. Let's get stuck in. So, motion to unseal. That's correct, unseal. That's something we don't hear much, is it? An seal, an unseal. Defendant's motion to reconsider orders, deny motions to dismiss the indictment, and in the alternative for permissions to appeal from interlocutory orders. So the order that we saw previously and saw sealed has now been requested to unseal it. And who's doing it? Comes now Bryan C. Kohberger, buying through his attorney, Ann C. Taylor, public defender, and hereby moves the court for an order to unseal the defendant's motion to reconsider orders denying motions to dismiss indictment, and in the alternative for permission to appeal from interlocutory orders and a stay of proceedings filed with the court on the 12th or the 21st of the 12th, 2023, and the state's objection to this motion that was filed with the court on the 5th of the 1st, 2024. This motion is made on the grounds that the pleadings and hearing thereon do not need to be sealed. Previous motions related to the grand jury proceedings were properly sealed pursuant to ICR 32, Idaho Criminal Rule 6, and the court's order relating to grand jury proceedings. The pending proceedings, brought by motion and supported by pleadings, do not meet the language of the rule. The issues for the court to decide are procedural and legal and do not delve into areas covered by rule and order. Mr. Kohberger sought sealing of his filings solely based on email communications with Latah County's prosecutor's office stating they wanted the filings sealed. The deadline for Mr. Kohberger's motion was imminent. Thus, in an abundance of caution, the defense filed a motion to seal. Counsel for Mr. Kohberger informed the Latah County Prosecutor's Office a motion to unseal was forthcoming. Mr. Kohberger moves the court to unseal the proceedings and filings on the basis that these filings and proceedings are not covered in ICR 32. Mr. Kohberger acknowledges the right of the public to be fully informed of the issues. Mr. Kohberger has a right for the rule to apply as it is written rather than disadvantage him with items remaining sealed that are not within the scope of the ICR 32. Well, fuck me sideways. That is a big one, guys. That is a huge one. Because this is basically saying, my interpretation of that is that all of the things filed previously that appears like Bryan Kohberger has been one that wants to keep stuff hidden, as well as the prosecution, it would seem that it was actually the prosecution advising them to file things under seal. And that later on, when the sealing wasn't required, then they would make sure that it became unsealed in line with the public's right to see what is going on throughout this trial. And basically, Bryan has taken the bull by the horns and said, look, we don't need to seal this now. The public has a right to see what is going on, and we want to be doing things right and proper, which I speak about countless times, about being right and proper. But it's very, very interesting that this now is a little bit of a checkmate. This is now Bryan Kohberger putting the prosecution into the corner, because he has very publicly made basically a statement saying, I want this now unsealed so people can see everything. And what is that going to do? Now, if that is now unsealed, that is going to be like pigs to the trough, because people like me, this big fat pig from overseas, is going to be sniffing all over that like white on rice. There you have it. And we hope that this is how things are now, that moving forward, that we do get to see things properly. And all these fucking naysayers who are like, oh, the public shouldn't be, the public has no right, the public doesn't need to see this, that, and the other. Bollocks. court procedures and this type of thing, the entire legal setup is set up in a way that it is transparent and that it gives press and public not only the ability but the right to see what is happening. So things are fair and just in the pursuit of justice. And this is just following that now. This is a movement in that direction to say, look, the public, the media, people have the right to see what is going on. And we can't just keep hiding things and saying we're going to seal it for this reason, we're going to seal it for that reason. Because if that isn't right, then we're not going to follow that anymore. Let's hope that this is how things progress moving forward. But like I say, new doc, important doc, and potentially a lot of stuff going to be coming out over the next few days. So keep your eyes peeled, because I'm going to be keeping my eyes peeled. I'm literally going to sleep with my phone on my face, laying on my face. That's what I'm going to do on the page and refresh it somehow so I see a doc as soon as that doc comes out, whatever time, and I'll be with you, reading it, telling you what's going on. So if you want to be informed, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, do all of those really juicy stuff. Don't donate, don't need that. We do shit for free over here. We're not just crowdfunded. I'll catch you all in the next one.